Halle Berry is honoring a fellow cinematic trailblazer. Legendary actor Sidney Poitier died on Thursday night at the age of 94, confirmed on Friday morning. Among his many achievements was becoming the first black man to win the Academy Award for Best Actor, when he was recognized for Lilies of the Field on April 13, 1964. Berry made history at the Oscars on March 24, 2002, when the Monsters Ball star became the first black woman to win Best Actress. At the same ceremony, Poitier was given an honorary award, presented to him that night by Denzel Washington. On Friday, Berry, 55, paid tribute to Poitier on Instagram, celebrating him for paving the way in Hollywood. My dear Sidney, an enormous part of my soul weeps at your passing. In your 94 years on this planet, you left an indelible mark with your extraordinary talent, paving the way for black people to be seen and heard in the fullness of who we are, said Berry. You were an iconic trailblazer, yours was a life well lived. I grew up idolizing you and will always remember the day when I first met you. It is the only time in my life when I've been rendered speechless. She continued. There I sat, with my words glued together, and you were as gracious and charming then as you would be during our decades of friendship to follow. Added Berry, rest in peace, beloved Sidney. You are and always will be the true measure of a man. To stay up to date on the best of what has to offer, from juicy celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. When he received the award at the 74th Academy Awards to celebrate his remarkable accomplishments as an artist and as a human being, Poitier walked on stage to thunderous applause. He began his speech by reflecting on his start in the film industry. I arrived in Hollywood at the age of 22 in a time different than today's, a time in which the odds against my standing here tonight 53 years later would not have fallen in my favor, he said at the time. Back then, no route had been established for where I was hoping to go, no pathway left in evidence for me to trace, no custom for me to follow. Yet, here I am this evening at the end of a journey that in 1949 would have been considered almost impossible and in fact might never have been set in motion were there not an untold number of courageous, unselfish choices made by a handful of visionary American filmmakers, directors, writers and producers, he continued. The actor commended the people had worked with for their strong sense of citizenship responsibility to the times in which they lived, noting that they were each unafraid to permit their art to reflect their views and values, ethical and moral, and moreover, acknowledge them as their own. They knew the odds that stood against them and their efforts were overwhelming and likely could have proven too high to overcome, he said. Still those filmmakers persevered, speaking through their art to the best in all of us. And I've benefited from their effort. The industry benefited from their effort. America benefited from their effort. And in ways large and small the world has also benefited from their effort. Poitier went on to add, I accept this award in memory of all the African American actors and actresses who went before me in the difficult years, on whose shoulders I was privileged to stand to see where I might go.